Hello fellow fish keepers, welcome to Ready Set Go Fish. We're back here again looking at pretty much the same fish that I've had for a while. I've got to say the hobby's not as much fun unless you're buying stuff. I do love looking at these fish and I've really enjoyed watching them all grow. This tank is one of my favorites right now. It's a 90-gallon. I've gotten all these fish at a very small size and I've been growing them for quite some time, and as you can see they're just like really coming online, looking awesome now, coloring up just the way that you would hope they would. Some are rescues. Actually, this is a rescue. This is a lemon jake right here, and I rescued him about this size. I guess I traded for him. He was no rescue, but he's a new addition. I think that's a red shoulder. This is a sulphur head right here. This is one of my favorites, nimbochromis Linni. The Linnis have kind of a cool, weird face shape that I like, and they have like tiny little dots all over them. So I think they're one of the more unique looking of the nimbochromis. You don't see them around quite as much. We'll see if this otter point comes out. I did rescue this one at full size, and I put him in my second biggest tank, and he was fine, and then all of a sudden he started getting beat up, so I moved him in here. He's made a recovery, but he's still not perfect. So I'm letting him recuperate in here. This is a hybrid. I think he's half ngara flametail. There's the otter point. So he's looking pretty good now. And this is one of my babies here. Look at this. Bucchochronis nototaenia. Bucchonoto. He is just looking spectacular. He's probably like 5 inches now. The other fish I've been growing out are down here in the 40-gallon. These two are placidochromis Johnstonis, and when they come in the light you can see I think they're both males. They've got nice color. They're beginning to get some nice little trappings inside this little hole, this cave here. It's another nimbochromis Linni. I believe that's a male too. Sometimes I can see some blue. This guy right there doesn't look particularly impressive at the moment, but he's a Walteri hap. Alright, I'm going to dump some food in these tanks so you can see a little bit of action. Okay. Everybody gets pretty hungry in this tank. Strong eaters. This nimbochromis Linni used to be just tiny. This guy, he's not a cuticeps. He's very closely related to the Malawi gar. What is he called? Like Myliceps or something? I'll have to find out. I've profiled him in previous videos, but he's coming along pretty nicely too. Even these tiny little clown loaches, I keep picking these guys up. They're really small, and I just love watching them grow. It takes so long, but it's very rewarding. And actually, they've been putting on a lot of size recently too. Okay, we're gonna go back up to the bigger boys here. I'll throw some food in. These guys really consume a lot of food. They're all voracious eaters. It's really hard not to overfeed them. They're so much fun to watch. That's really the downside of fish, is you get so little interaction with them, you know? Throwing the food in, you can only do it a couple times a day. And that's really the most contact you have with the fish. Kind of makes you want to like fill up a swimming pool or something, doesn't it? So you could like go snorkeling with them. maybe that would be a sweet project. But in the meantime, just have to enjoy the feeding. So the next step for these tanks is I'll probably move the majority of all of these fish into this tank, which is 125 gallons. These fish are maybe slightly bigger. I may just juggle some fish around because I've decided on a Father's Day present for myself. I'm gonna place an order of a bunch of really tiny fish. I'm gonna graduate all of these guys up into the 90 and just shake it up a little bit. I think everybody's gonna get some new tank mates. So I'm gonna have some really amazing, very small fish with the hopefully what I'm planning on doing is letting them grow for about a year and then making a video that just tracks all of their growth over that time, so you can really see what happens to them and take you on the journey with me, because that's kind of my favorite part of all this, just watching the evolution. So this is where we're at now. Be sure and stay tuned for the next video, and I'll let you know what I get. Until then, guys, happy fish keeping.